And today I'm here to proclaim to all those who gnash their teeth and demand to wipe the state of Israel off the map and attack our innocent Jewish students this simple truth: neither Israel nor these Jewish students on this campus will ever stand alone. Today, Hamas issued an endorsement statement of the protesters on this campus. They called them the future leaders of America. It is detestable. All of this has to be said because the cherished traditions of the university are being overtaken right now by radical and extreme ideologies. They place a target on the backs of Jewish students in the United States and here on this campus. A growing number of students have chanted in support of terrorists. They have chased down Jewish students. They have mocked them and reviled them. They have shouted racial epithets. They have screamed at those who bear the Star of David. Enjoy your free speech.
What's the plan here? Mike Johnson and a group of House Republicans showed up at Columbia University for a photo op where they could say they stood against those radical students that are calling for an end to brutal genocide. Again, what did Johnson hope to accomplish here? Politicians' first mindset is to place themselves in a positive light in hopes of getting reelected. This is a self-promotional tour where they think they'll benefit, because they definitely didn't think verbally attacking protesters would convince them to suddenly support genocide.
I want Palestinians to be free too, from their oppressor, Hamas. And every single one of you students that support Hamas are an absolute abomination. It is shameful, shameful that you would support a terrorist organization that butchered and beheaded and burned innocent women, children, and babies. I went to Israel a month after the attack on October 7th, and I watched a 21-minute unedited video, raw footage of the attack. I watched exactly what Hamas did. And sadly here in America, we have students endorsing the butchering and brutality of a terrorist organization. If you want a ceasefire, the fastest way for a ceasefire to occur is for Hamas to surrender and to release the hostages. And if you can't call for that, you are a pathetic embarrassment to this institution and to students everywhere.
Hey guys, Mike Lawler just called us an abomination and a pathetic embarrassment while misrepresenting us as supporting Hamas. Let's pack up, go home, and start supporting Netanyahu's targeted massacre of innocent Palestinians. I think it's pretty obvious that they're speaking to anyone else except those protesting students.
It is time for President Shafiq to resign in disgrace. She has lost control of this campus. She has lost control of this institution. And after listening to her comments inside, it is clear that she has no intention of getting this university under control and ensuring the safety and well-being of every student.
NYPD officers raided the protest encampment and arrested 100 students last week at the behest of the university president that Mike Lawler is calling on to resign. Mike Johnson also demanded she resign if she can't bring order to the chaos. I wonder what measures they expect the next president to take to beat American protesters into obedience. They don't really have a plan outside of politicking.
Columbia University is in a free fall. Following the explosion of this anti-Semitism, the Education and Workforce Committee started investigating. So far, the committee has uncovered key failures in the administration's response to the anti-Semitic attacks and displays embroiling this campus. First, President Shafiq presented false testimony to the committee regarding the removal of Professor Joseph Basad. No action was taken. In addition, the administration has suspended 2 Jewish students for a made-up chemical attack. So I have a message, President Shafiq, and a message for you all, too. The inmates are running the asylum.
That's right.
Take back control of this once great institution. You took action last week. It's time to act again. If not, the committee will pursue every possible avenue to create a safe learning environment for Jewish students. I yield back.
Virginia Fox can't even detach herself from congressional speak after wrapping up her prepared political statement. and laughing as she walked off stage. They don't care at all. They don't care about the Jewish students that they claim to support. They don't care about their accusations of anti-Semitism and how they're being refuted by some Jewish students that are actually participating in these demonstrations against the devastation that the world is witnessing here.
Page 16!
So while some threats against Jewish Americans grow and hostility towards protesters also increases, these elected officials only see opportunities. I mean, we're acting like college campuses and universities haven't historically been the scenes of anti-war protests in America, and the old, self-interested politicians reacted the same way ours are reacting now, with insults and threats of unleashing law enforcement on them while claiming that they're on the right side of history. What it does is tell other campuses full of young adults, not children, that their rights are being trampled, and the protests are spreading in the face of politicians' demands of conformity and growing threats of violence.
I mean, we're watching this at schools across the country, police and protesters clashing. This was at the University of Southern California. Hundreds of officers surrounded the campus wearing riot gear.